How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. The sun is shining outside and I can hear birds chirping outside of my window. So today we don't have a theme for story time. We're going to read books that I really like. So it's Librarian's Choice. The books are a little bit longer than we would typically read in a story time, just so you know. Okay? So we are going to start by singing our hello song. Are you ready? We start like this, hands together like a sandwich. All right, here we go. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Good job. All right, the first book that we are going to read is called Home and Dry by Sarah L. Smith. And we are reading this book with permission from Child's Play. Home and Dry by Sarah L. Smith. Pitter patter, pours the rain. A whoosh, howls the wind. Drip, 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 leaks the roof. Creak, 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 creaks the house. Underneath this big black rain cloud is the home of Mrs. Sally Paddling, Mr. Albert Paddling, and their son. Every morning, Sally Paddling wakes up at 6 o'clock to catch fish for the day. After breakfast, Albert Paddling and his son row upstream to the nearby village where Albert teaches swimming. Every night, the rain goes pitter-patter, making the roof drip, drip, drip. And the wind goes a whoosh, making the house creak, 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 and slowly rocking everyone to sleep. Every afternoon, the local fairy people stop by. They bring the Paddlings flour and butter and sugar and milk. They also bring their mail. This is how the Paddlings live most of the year. But when summer comes along, what do you think happens in summer? The rain stops. The clouds disappear. The fairy people can't bring food or mail because, unfortunately for the Paddlings, the sun comes out. There's no water anywhere there, is there? Let's have a picnic further down, says Sally Paddling, trying to be cheerful. The water hasn't quite dried up over there. Little do the Paddlings know, as they go in search of a place to paddle, that another Mr. Paddling would soon be arriving at their house. Mr. B. Paddling, also known as Uncle Bastian, has worked all over the world for many years, living a lonely life in hotels and eating all by himself in restaurants. A few days ago, he found a forgotten letter from his only nephew who lived far away. All of a sudden, he felt very sad that his life had passed by without Albert, who must now be grown up. So he wrote a letter. Dear nephew Albert, it has been too long since I last saw you, but when you receive this letter, I shall be on a train to Paddlington to visit you. And soon, perfect, smiles Uncle Paddling. Thank you so much. Such a steep hill, puffs Uncle Bastian. Even though he waits and waits, No one answers the door. Why don't they answer? Where are they? That's right, they're out on their picnic. No one is home, cries Uncle Bastian. And he starts walking back to the station. The rain begins to fall. Pitter patter, pitter patter. If only he knew the paddlings were only out paddling. The water begins to rise higher and higher. Uh-oh. What's going to happen to Uncle Bastian? Let's find out. Oh dear, cries Sally paddling. What's she thinking about? Can you see? Yeah, the laundry on the line. Oh no, says Albert paddling. What's he thinking about? Oops. Yeah, his book. Hurry, hurry, think the children. What are they thinking about? Their cat. Oh, help me, anyone, cries Uncle Bastian hopelessly. I can't swim. Pitter patter, pitter patter. A whoosh, a whoosh. Poor Uncle Bastian is saved at last. I've got some mail for you, Mr. Paddling, says the ferryman. For me? Asked Uncle Bastian. How do you know my name? Oh no, it's for me, says Albert. I am Mr. Paddling. But I am Mr. Paddling too, replies a confused Uncle Bastian. And that letter is from me. You must be my nephew Albert. I've come all this way to visit you. The rain is pouring, pitter-patter, pitter-patter, and the wind is howling, a whoosh, a whoosh. The roof begins to leak again, drip, 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 and the house begins to creak again, creak, creak, creak. Inside, Albert has cooked an enormous fish supper for the family. Dinner is ready. Exquisite, declares Uncle Bastian. It's so good to be home and dry. The end. What a nice story. I like that one. We better sing a song. Are you ready? We're going to have to stand up to sing this song. This is a song about a squirrel. All right? This is called Brown Squirrel. So we have some actions we're going to do. We're going to go like this. Brown squirrel, and then we're going to shake our fuzzy tail. So you need to shake your behind. I think you can do that, right? We're going to wrinkle up our little nose. Can you wrinkle your nose? And we're going to put a nut between our toes. So you're going to lift up, you're going to try and balance and put a nut between your toes, okay? Here we go. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Wrinkle up your little nose, put a nut between your toes. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Now that we've got the hang of it, should we do it a little bit faster? Okay, here we go. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Wrinkle up your little nose, put a nut between your toes. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. We better do it super duper ultra fast. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's take a deep breath and let it all out. Here we go. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Wrinkle up your little nose, put a nut between your toes. Brown squirrel, shake your fuzzy tail. Whew. Good job, everybody. Should we read another story? Okay. This one is called Do Not Open by Brenton Turkle. What do you think that means, do not open? All right, let's find out. So we are reading this book, Do Not Open by Brenton Turkle, with permission from Penguin Random House. Miss Moody lived at Land's End with Captain Kidd. Captain Kidd wasn't the famous pirate. He was a cat. One morning after a storm, Miss Moody found him washed up on the beach. He was nearly drowned. She nursed him until he was well, and he repaid her kindness by keeping her cottage free of mice. Captain Kidd hated storms. Miss Moody loved them. Just about everything in her cottage was found on the beach after a storm, even the handsome banjo clock over her fireplace. The only thing wrong with it was it wouldn't go. The hands always pointed to 20 minutes past 4 o'clock. 20 minutes to 4 o'clock. Late one September, the sky darkened. Wind blustered up from the southeast. Miss Moody knew what was coming. She shut the windows and lit a cheery fire in the fireplace. Then she made a delicious chowder for supper. There was enough for Captain Kidd, but he wouldn't come out from under her bed to eat it. Lightning flashed, thunder crashed, rain dashed against the windows. All evening the wind howled furiously and tried to blow the little cottage to Halifax. Was Miss Moody worried? Not a bit. Her sturdy house had been built by a sea captain. It could ride out any storm. She washed the supper dishes and went to bed with a good ghost story. Now and then she smiled as she wondered what surprises might be waiting for her on the beach in the morning. Captain Kidd crept out of his hiding place and snuggled under her quilt. Miss Moody tickled him under his chin and turned out the light. "Silly old cat," she said. "What on earth is there to be afraid of?" After a quick breakfast the next morning, Miss Moody got out the old wheelbarrow. She and Captain Kidd were ready for the treasure hunt. The first thing she found was a pretty tin box full of wet cookies. Just what she needed for her postcard collection. She dumped out the cookies and stowed the box in her wheelbarrow. Then she saw something red in the sand. It was a rug. She shook it out. One corner was missing, but it would look lovely in her bedroom. The torn end could be tucked under the chest of drawers. She stowed the rug in her wheelbarrow. She next came upon a pile of driftwood. What gorgeous colors it would make burning in her fireplace! There was too much for one load, so she stowed as much as she could in her wheelbarrow and headed home. She would come back for the rest later. Captain Kidd saw it first, and he didn't like it at all. Nearly hidden in the sand was a small, dark bottle. Colored bottles of all kinds hung in Miss Moody's west window. When the sun shone through them, it was like being in church. But there was no deep purple bottles like this one. It was closed tight. These words were scratched on it. Do not open. Do you think Miss Moody is going to open the bottle? Let's find out. A voice said, "What do you want more than anything in the world?" More than anything in the world, Miss Moody wanted her banjo clock to run properly, to tick and bong like banjo clocks are supposed to do. But she was certainly not about to tell that to a stranger. "None of your beeswax!" she snapped, and turned around to see who had sneaked up behind her. But no one was anywhere in sight. She couldn't even see Captain Kidd for a moment. Then she noticed his tail twitching from under the wheelbarrow. Can you see him? Yeah, he's right here. "I'll give you whatever you want if you just let me out. Pretty please." The voice was coming from inside the bottle. Miss Moody almost dropped it. "Who are you?" she gasped. "I'm a poor little child. I was put in here by a wicked magician. I want to go home to my mama. Pull the stopper out. Please free me." Should she open the bottle? What do you think? I don't think she should open it. Miss Moody could not stand hearing a child cry. She tugged at the stopper. Suddenly, it popped out. Smoke trickled out of the bottle. She threw it on the sand. The smoke came out in billows, twisting into a big black cloud. The bottle burst. From inside the cloud came horrid laughter. It was not the laughter of a child. "Free!" roared a voice like thunder. The smoke cleared away, and Miss Moody was staring at the biggest, ugliest creature she had ever seen. "Thank you, madame," it said. "Too bad you didn't make a wish. You could have had anything you wanted. Gold, jewels, a palace. I could have made you a queen or a president. Now I must go to work." "Work?" said the astonished Miss Moody. "Lots of work. Whenever anyone wants to steal or cheat or lie or hurt someone or start a nice little war, I help them do it." The creature laughed. "Just for fun. I get into people's dreams. Children wake up screaming." "That's just what you are," said Miss Moody. "A bad, bad dream." "Why aren't you afraid of me?" "Because I'm not afraid of anything I don't believe in. And I don't believe in you for a minute." The creature grew bigger and uglier. "Now are you afraid of me?" it said. "No," said Miss Moody. The creature grew even bigger and even uglier. "Are you still not afraid of me?" it snarled. "Getting bigger and uglier doesn't scare me," said Miss Moody. "I'm only afraid of mice, and you can't grow small like a little mouse." The creature vanished. At Miss Moody's feet was a tiny gray mouse. Captain Kidd pounced so quickly it didn't have time to squeak. He killed and swallowed the mouse. "Whoop!" "Captain!" cried Miss Moody. "Are you all right?" Captain Kidd burped. Miss Moody, Captain Kidd, and the wheelbarrow all went home, wobbling a little bit. Before they got to the cottage, Miss Moody heard it. Bong, 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 bong. She rushed inside. The handsome banjo clock over the fireplace was ticking away busily, and the hands pointed to 1 minute past 8 o'clock. The end. So she got her wish after all, and she did not even have to give in to that scary guy, did she? No. All right, we're going to sing another song. This is another action song. And this one has a lot of actions, and we end up doing them really fast. So we're going to start doing them really slow. All right, so we're going to go like this. whoop, make a little zip, whoop with your hands, and then we're going to clap. All right, and then we're going to roll our hands. All right, and then in the middle of the song, we're going to do this just like we do in Skinamarink. All right, I think you got all the actions. So we whoop, clap, clap, we roll our hands, and then we make silly hands like this. Here we go. A-ram, sam, sam, a-ram, sam, sam, gooly, 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 a-ram, sam, sam, a-ram, sam, sam, a-ram, sam, sam, gooly, 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 a-ram, sam, sam, pastrami, salami, gooly, 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 a-ram, sam, sam, pastrami, salami, gooly, 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 a-ram, sam, sam. Good job. It's time to sing our goodbye for now song. And we're going to sing this one twice. We'll sing it the first time and I will do the actions with you. And then the second time I'm going to play my ukulele and you can do the actions at home, okay? Are you ready? Here we go. And remember that there's always a little dance break song down below in the description. This week's dance break song is Robot Dance. Doot, 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 doot. I think you can do an excellent robot dance. All right, here we go. So we start like this. Here we go. Skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. Skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Oh, skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. I love your singing. I love you. You're all terrific. I love you. I'll take you next time. I love you. You. Boop boop be doo. Mwah. All right, here we go. Round 2. Are you ready? Here we go. Skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. Skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. Love you in the morning and in the afternoon. Love you in the evening underneath the moon. Oh, skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. I love your singing. I love you. You're all terrific. I love you. I'll catch you next time. I love you. You. Boop boop be doo. Mwah. All right, I'll see you again soon, friends.